When Nick Atzinger left Morehead State University, he became a professional golfer, but that wasn't necessarily his life's ambition. This 2003 graduate had played 3 sports at Louisville's Holy Cross High School.
I was really more interested in other sports up until I was about 16 or 17. If I had my choice, I probably would have been a professional basketball player. But once I realized that I was only going to be about 6 feet tall and I wasn't fast enough or a great enough shooter to probably play at that level, my mind shifted to something that was maybe more attainable. So my athleticism was certainly good enough to be a golfer.
And he had good bloodlines. He's a nephew of Morehead State Hall of Fame golfer Eddie Mudd.
His younger brothers, Jody and Tommy Mudd, were also pros. Jody had had a lot of success on the PGA Tour. And as a young 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old, I was able to see him playing at the highest level. So that was clearly something that made a big impact on me.
But Atzinger didn't get serious about golf until he was about 16 or 17 years old, and that was a bit late for colleges scouting for talented young golfers.
I didn't have a tremendous resume, so when it came time to write letters to colleges, and I really wasn't recruited at all. I was trying to market myself to some college programs under the notion that I was an athlete that picked up golf and started golf late, but that I had a lot of potential.
One of those who recognized that potential was Dr. Rex Cheney, Morehead State's golf coach in 1999. He gave Atzinger a partial scholarship, and the move soon paid dividends.
I had tremendous improvement over the course of that first year with the help of a lot of people, and played really, really well for me at the time in the conference tournament. And then in the final round, we played very well, and I played my best round of my career up to that point, and shot 3 under for the round and finished in the top 10 for the tournament. And both Ben Hensley and Josh Teeter finished ahead of me in the tournament, which they were already, better, more established players at that time. And but I finished in the top 10 overall, which was just playing out of my head for the type of player I was at that point. And we win the conference tournament.
That OVC title was a launching pad for additional success at MSU for Atzinger. He won 5 individual tournament championships, and his victory at Cape Girardeau was one for the ages. He won the title by 7 strokes and capped off his performance with a double eagle, his final shot finding the cup from 240 yards away. Atzinger was named to the All-OVC team in 2001 and 2002. Both times, his selection was unanimous. Looking back, he says those experiences were great for him and Morehead State.
Morehead was a really good fit for me. I've always been the type to have kind of a little bit of grit, a little bit of a chip on my shoulder, and anytime we came to a tournament, or anytime you talk about Morehead in general, it's generally not very well known when you get outside of Kentucky and stuff. So when we'd show up, there wasn't any fanfare for us. There wasn't any, nobody was going to bow down to us. I mean, you had to earn everything that you got. And that's kind of been my story, I guess, this middle-class guy that, just tries to work real hard and do things that other people aren't willing to do to be successful. And that's if I had to kind of think about Morehead as an entity or as a thing, that's what it kind of makes me think of.
Though he's no longer on the PGA Tour, Atzinger is grateful for the life lessons learned at MSU and the degree he earned in Spanish.
Later on, I ended up teaching high school Spanish for a couple years when I was kind of in between professional golf and trying to figure out family and life, as it was coming at me in a hurry.
And now this former golf pro and Spanish teacher takes his place in the Morehead State University Athletic Hall of Fame.
It's a tremendous honor. It's one of those things that I don't know that you really know how to put it in the proper context unless it happens. But now that it's happening, it means a lot. It means a whole lot.